Right, guys, we've just watched Man City and Arsenal play at the Etihad and Super Sunday. Are we saying that's a gutless effort or a valiant attempt, Gav?
I think it's the best performance I've seen Arsenal put out in the best part of 2 months, if I'm being totally honest. For somebody who watches us week in, week out, the two games against Sporting, absolute dribble. Bournemouth, fucking pish. Even Everton, they weren't fucking good. I think it was a true battle today, so I'm not going to sit here and be disheartened that we got beat. Yeah, obviously we got beat and now it's 3 points in it with City with a game in hand. However, the problem is everyone goes, oh, if we just go places and we actually get on the front foot, we actually try, then I'm not gonna have an issue at our team. I'm not gonna have an issue at the players. Well, we did that today. For the best part of 20, 25 minutes, it was we were up the pitch. We had gained the most possession in that half than all the games we did fucking last year. Well, I had. And then I come on to fucking Twitter and Facebook and everyone's Arteta out, players aren't good enough. Da, da, da. So what do you want? You can't
Did it
say we're not
surprise
going to
you
have a go
Gyökeres
at the
didn't
players trying to
start?
come up and play. Um, when before the first ball was kicked, yes, I was like, where the fuck is Jokeres? However, Havertz played a decent game today. His press was really well. We
Yeah, I thought
saw
it
it
was good.
for the goal. His press was really well. Um, so no, I think before it, yeah, definitely missing Jokeres. Bit of a shock. But it kind of played out okay for well, the majority of the game.
It would. I agree with you. I think the first probably first 30 minutes, I'd definitely say you were on the front foot for the majority of that. I would say it wasn't your typical sit back negative sort of style, but yeah, I was surprised not to see Gyökeres start for a £70 million striker. It's a bit unusual that he weren't on, but you are right. Havertz did have quite a decent game, um, except from when he got beat by Silva when he's 1-on-1. But other than that, yeah, I thought overall you both. It was a good game, but there's a couple snooze fest moments in it,
I'm
mate.
glad you actually brought that up because that's where I wish Jokeres was on. Because both
Go
games
for
at
it.
Sporting, Jokeres, not even that, Jokeres is good at hold up the ball and trying to just blast through a player. Havertz is very much shoulder to shoulder and you'll try and get a touch on and stuff. Jokeres isn't like that. Jokeres is either you'll get past you or you'll hold it up and wait for reinforcements, bit backup. Um, yeah, again, you brought up Havertz press. Really annoyed me that the goal, Arsenal's goal, came about with Havertz press and Donnarumma. Yeah, it went in off Havertz's foot. Not a traditional goal. However, a fucking goal's a goal. We didn't do it after that. No one decided to press Donnarumma after that. And Donnarumma, when he's got, you saw it at PSG, when you've got a player hunting him down or in his face, he's not comfortable with it. He likes to have time. He likes to have calmness.
I was going to say
Disrupt
this.
that.
Is that not part of the problem today? I felt like you've got Turkey got the goal, you got a goal back, and then it kind of just settled down it and like, well, a draw's okay, probably. I still think you battled it, but I don't think there was no additional gear. There was no,
Step
I
up.
felt like City dropped into another gear in the second half, and you boys just went, oh, let's just try and keep up with it rather than,
Say Defo came out in the second half in a better vein, a better fucking not form, but a better mindset. Arsenal just were kind of still slugging it as if they were waiting for half time. And we just fucking had half time. So what did we speak about? Like they just kind of looked a bit. Yeah, right. And I don't want to say we were okay for a draw after the game. Yeah, you can say that. But while the whole 90 minutes are going, you want your team to fucking go and get all three
Yeah.
points. However, I don't want to say both cities' goals came out of run of play. So they didn't. Sharky's goal, it's easily avoided by a bit of brilliance by Sharky to
Yeah.
weave in and out in the slots at home. Fair play. The Haaland one, I have a bit of a problem with. He's got about 2 or 3 Arsenal players around him. Just fucking clear it. Why are we just letting the ball, not even fastly, briskly drop along the fucking box and it gets to Haaland. Haaland just goes, well, thank you very much. I'll slot that one home. Oh, but you've got 4 centre backs. One of you can fucking clear it. Hopefully, I hope so. Like that's the only gripe I had with the goals, to be
I
honest.
thought
And
he's very good
yeah,
today, by the way. Haaland as well, very good today.
Just caused a lot of problems. It
Yeah,
was like in all the right areas, and we said this the other week, didn't we? Where whenever he plays, even if he doesn't get that much on the ball, he just causes problems because he just draws centre backs away.
yeah. I
I
think he's
think he's
very.
quiet today.
Yeah, but it doesn't. Yeah,
I,
go on.
I thought he was quiet considering the other games he played against Arsenal. He's normally in Gabriel's base for the fucking very first minute, and he wasn't. It kind of took into the second half, the 60th minute onwards, to him and Gabriel to start tussling and everything else. And that brings me on to the next fucking point because somebody was going to bring it up, and I think we're all going to fucking disagree on this one. Was it a red card or not?
100%.
So I disagree. The only reason I disagree,
Shocked.
right? No, because it isn't so much a headbutt, and we've seen it not being given, we've seen it being given. So folk to say it's a letter of the law, it should be given. Fine. If it's every week and this stuff happens and it's a red card every time, sure, it's a red card. But it's not. There was no fucking force in it. Haaland's went to Gabriel, Gabriel's went to Haaland. They both went head head, they're both at fault. Yes, Gabriel should not have flicked his fucking head at him, but he hasn't stuck his head in him. Let's fucking
He's,
say that. If
he's
both are
stuck his head
acting as if he has
first,
teammates,
which is violent conduct, which is an instant red. The reason that I say he should have been sent off and he's lucky to be on the pitch is Mo Kudus got sent off for like a little slap to the face, which is still considered as violent conduct. The force does not matter. The fact he's lunged his head forwards towards him, violent conduct. He's gone.
Can I say two
If that,
things?
if, I'll swap it. If
in
that doesn't sound
I will
well,
let you
it's
speak
gone.
in 2 seconds straight. I've got a point to this, and I'm actually going to be true to my word here. So Havertz went down with Kusanov. There was contact. Havertz has went down. Kusanov is the last player back. There's no players covering, so he sent off then because he's disrupted an open chance of a goal. In the letter of the law, there's no, well, exactly, but there's contact. It wasn't really shoulder to shoulder. It was more shoulder to back, to be honest. I don't think it's a sending off. But if everyone's saying, "Oh, it's a letter of the law," this fucking bullshit, the fucking flick of the heads, it's not a headbutt. If it's a headbutt, folk need to go on a Saturday night and piss somebody off the ground what a fucking headbutt is. But what I'm saying is, those are two different bits. But everyone goes the letter of the law. Well, if one's the red, so is the other one then,
No,
because
a
it's still
shoulder to shoulder
contact.
is a
It
legal
wasn't
part of
shoulder to
play.
shoulder though. He's interlocked arms, Ben. A
When
shoulder
you're
to
already
shoulder, they're
going
coming
towards them.
together.
It can't be shoulder to back if you're already falling to the floor. If it's the bit
Is
that I
it
haven't
a
been
shoulder to
told.
shoulder is two players coming together, not when they're already together and there's a
If
tussle.
you're already falling over as you're going shoulder to shoulder, it's not. And the difference is, Gav, we're on about violent conduct. So a single
I'm not with
man,
the
if
letter of the
he's
law.
no, so it's if we're going purely off the Gabriel incident and you're going off the fact that it's violent conduct, he's lunged his head forwards while already making contact with another player. He
If
is
that's
lucky
part
to
of
be on the pitch.
contact, the game is fucking gone.
Right.
Considering we see fucking slide tackles going every fucking
Two
week and folk
seconds.
get yelled for that.
2 seconds. Right. I was going to say, I think it's a red, right? But I don't mind that it's not a red because I think it's ridiculous if it was going to be a red. But I think it's a red, and I think it's a red based on the previous. There's been stuff like that in the past that's been given for a red. I genuinely think two things. That referee would have given it as a red if Haaland went down onto the ground and acted
Yes.
hurt. And I think, and if he didn't do that, I know why he hasn't called that a red straight off the books. Calvert-Lewin against United. Lissandro Martin is getting sent off for that little hair pull. I'm calling it now because the backlash refs got for it was ridiculous.
Apparently, Gabriel also pulled Haaland's hair in a separate incident, so he should have been sent off twice if you
No,
want
but
other things with that.
the
I didn't see
tussle
that.
where he's pretty much torn his thermal off him. I'm surprised it wasn't a yellow dish out for that, to be honest. But yeah,
Because
there you go.
the thing with that is that there was shirt pulling up from either side the whole game. It's one of those things, though.
Until the point where he's actually grabbed the thermal up his arm and then leant over the top of him, and you're like, it's probably a yellow, but No, the ref didn't.
But
What is it?
then
The ref didn't want to ruin the game. Yeah, it's just
no, but this is the thing though, is we all want the old football back. We all want the physicality side of the game. Yeah, we all fucking moan about this fucking shit though. Hey, this is what baffles me with certain other fans, that they want the contact, but then their player gets a shirt pulled and it goes, oh, it's a fucking yellow. Well, what one do you want? Do you want the pussy side of football, or do you want the fucking 80 side of football?
the problem
Have
is
fucking both.
you can't say that because the problem and the biggest problem is
Can't
you've
say
got
that.
we want more goals. So players go down like they've been sniffed at. And then, yes, of course, I'd love more contact in football, but also lunging your head towards someone, it's not a tackle, is it? So it's a bit, yeah.
To that, then
I'm
sure,
happy
we can
for,
keep going back to that.
but yeah, I think it's a red. I think he's gone. I think he's lucky not to have a 3 match ban, to be honest. But I think it's also for the fact that it's very much because of the run you're in at the moment. I think that's very much. I'll give him the yellow, and if VAR gives it, fine. If it doesn't, oh well. But I would. The one thing I would say is if he had scored a header towards the end when you were whipping balls into the box, the amount of stick they would have got would have been ridiculous.
I
But
wanted it to happen because it was just written in the stars for that to happen, wasn't it? But you summed up why I hate football at the moment, and I've hated it for the past couple of years. And it's stupid being an Arsenal fan. They're top of the league for the most days out of everyone. However, if it's not given on the pitch, VR doesn't give it, and shit like this. I dare want to be watching football like that. I could dare want to be sat there and thinking, oh, is Gabriel going to get sent off for this fucking tug? Oh, is fucking Saliba, his goal going to be disallowed because of fucking a bird flew at him? I don't fucking know. Um, I'm surprised no one's brought up the Gabriel handball thing in the first half. I can't remember who had. I think it might have been Doku had the shot. It's never a handball, but he's found a loophole in it because he went towards it and it's hit his hand, but he can't tuck his hand any further in. And it's like
it's
that's just a loophole.
it's no. The problem is it's what it's like outside of his shoulder, isn't it? So it's high enough up the arm. It's never going to be given ever. But you are right. He does lunge towards it. I will give you that. He does deliberately. So it problem is how high it is up the arm,
It,
mate. 'Cause
it's
no
it's a
one can
weird
give
it's a
that.
weird because he can't tuck his hand any further in, and he's went towards it. So it's like, what's he meant to do? But then it's like it's a weird one. I didn't think it was because of that. I just wanted to bring it up, be kind of neutral and kind of
So
fair.
you
I'm
seem
not
quite
I'm not
happy
aggressive,
then
but
with the performance result,
how performance, yes, result not so much. But it's one of those where
but you're
I'm not
smiling
going to
after
sit.
losing. It's quite different. Is it because you never
Yeah,
thought you were going to win there?
I think that's a part of it, but I'm sticking to my word, and I want other fans to be the same. If you sit there and go, as long as we go out and play football and we try to get the result, we don't sit back and just accept what it is, then I'm not going to have an issue. Right now, that's where I am. I've not got an issue with it. Yes, would have liked all 3 points? Yes, absolutely. Before we even went, I would have bitten your fucking hand up, so I thought we weren't going to get beat anyway. We did. I know me and you spoke in midweek, Jay, and somebody said to you at your work that they thought it was going to be 3-0. And I said, I don't know, I think it'll be closer. But I don't
Yeah,
know if that was me just kind of thinking, I hope it's fucking closer, rather than I know it's going to be
I had
closer.
a 1-1
But
draw
no,
written all over this. So
I would have took that as well. I would have took any
yeah,
points. However, I'm just hoping somebody does us a favour. I looked at City's fixtures. They play Palace on the 22nd of May, and then they play the final game on the 24th of May.
I don't think that's been. I don't think it's been rearranged yet fully, has it?
Well, that was on Google. That the only reason I say that is because now it's Bournemouth's game that's to be decided. Personally, I don't think they should be able to wait this long to play a game in
I
hand.
said this the other week.
Yeah.
I
It should
said
be
this the other
played in that
week.
month, in my opinion. Maybe not December because obviously what you play a weekend and a midweek and a weekend midweek.
Yeah.
You play 3-4 weeks. Um, I don't think they should be able to. I just hope Palace or maybe Burnley in midweek can do something. I think I'm going to have one eye on Arsenal, and I hope the fact this is kind of a thing, a switch in Arsenal players' heads that they go, we lost, but we can play like that every week. You play like that against 90% of the teams in the Premier League, you're scoring at least 2 goals and you're coming away with 3 points at least. 5, you can't get fucking more. But we can't go do what we've done against Bournemouth. Fucking bish bash boss. We've already won it. We've only got City next week. We win this, we're 6 points in front. But no, now we're fucking not. You can't do that. You need to go in every game as if it is City. As if every game is City until the end of the season. If that doesn't happen and we end up losing it, it would be sad, but I think Arteta does need to go, regardless if he wins the Champions League or not. You can't be doing this for 3 years on the trot. And because the commentator said it, City, who are probably the second best team in the Premier League, have been on top of the Premier League for 6 days out of this season. And
Yeah.
if they go and win it, that's a fucking joke. And it just makes a mockery of Arsenal Football Club. And it really fucking annoys me. And I can see you smiling, Jay. So it really fucking annoys me
Do you
that.
know why? Because I've heard so many Arsenal fans say this, but you don't get a trophy for being top of the league until the end of the season.
No, absolutely no. But that's what I'm saying. Like if we end up losing it, because you can only lose the league, well, unless you're fucking relegated, at the end of the season. I've always said you only win the trophy when you lift it at the end, or the final whistle goes to the final game. But if Arteta doesn't win the Premier League, then I'm sorry, he needs to go. I don't think he will go. I think Josh and Stan Kroenke have invested too much into Arteta to let him go. However, wins enough. 3 years you've been on top of the Premier League. How many trophies have we got in that time? Fucking none. We seem to get knocked out of the FA Cup by fucking well, not nobodies, but teams that we should be beating. We get to the
Newcastle next
Carabao
week,
Cup final,
Gav,
don't do
on
that.
Saturday.
Yeah, that's fun. Where's that? Is that at home or? This is the
Emirates.
head. I was literally just had eyes for the Etihad. I have no clue what's coming next. I'm not even going to fucking lie. The way Newcastle are going, 2-0 Arsenal. Newcastle haven't played well recently.
That's I wasn't even going to ask for a prediction. I was just saying what you're confident, but that's fine.
Well, you
Clearly.
can have a prediction. I'm doing it all today. I'm in actually a good mood doing this video, and it's weird because we got beat, but I'm good I'm happy with the
I
performance.
thought you were quite decent,
However,
actually. Genuinely. Not in a. I don't think you ever went there to win the game. I'm going to stand by that. I don't think you did, but you battled more than I think I've ever seen you battle against them boys that you had.
that's probably why I say we probably did go out and test the waters to see what City's game plan was for today. So it was totally different for the Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
Totally different.
That's what he
But
does,
yeah,
mate.
no. I do want to say, Eze on the wing, I'm very critical of that. However, it worked today, and it was clear to see that we missed him in the Carabao Cup final.
Mhm.
I also would have took Odegaard off and kept Eze on. It's probably one of the only other gripes I do have with the subs. Odegaard was absolute pants for 3/4 of the game. He kept picking the ball up deeper than Saliba and Gabriel. Can you please stop doing that and stop passing back to Raya when it's not needed? Please just look
I said
forward
he'd
and
bring
go
this up.
forward. And you kind of what fucks me up as well. And I was actually shouting at my tail. I'm getting into it now. Is we couldn't pass properly. We couldn't do the basic passing. But Odegaard thought, Ken, well, I'm just going to try the fucking loop-de-doop over the fucking City fucking back four, and we're going to be in. He done it 4 times, went out for a goal kick every fucking time. Please stop doing that. Just try and pass properly. That's my fucking point. I thought he was absolutely wank.
Well, you're still top of the league by 3 points. That could
Yes, and
change
one
by the
goal
next time you
difference.
play, which obviously now, but it's interesting.
Well,
So yeah,
I was going to say, why does City have a game in midweek?
everyone should have a game in midweek that's still in the FA Cup, although you boys are the only ones that. Oh no, wait, you guys are in the FA Cup. Doesn't matter. Sorry. Yeah, everyone who's still in the FA Cup has a game.
Right,
So yeah,
okay, that makes sense. Because when he said Newcastle next weekend, I was like, I'll say I've got Burnley. Hopefully, if I can. You'd say, oh, hopefully City put a second team, but it won't fucking matter after for the shit dismantle Burnley. Yeah, I can. They ask me if I'm confident if we're going to lift the title or not. I
no,
can,
I'm going to wait
because
until 38 now. Game week 38 now. We'll ask you. Don't worry about it, son. Go have some rest and
yeah,
recovery. Right, wait until Saturday. Thank you very much for
yeah.
watching. Arsenal still top of the league. Man City have only been top of the league 6 days. Everyone should know that. Goodbye.
Can fuck himself.